Hi everyone, welcome back to Advanced Ears. We're here for advanced English learners who want to take their language skills to the next level. I'm Mark, and today we're diving into one of the biggest challenges for learners: sounding natural in English. We're not just talking about grammar and vocabulary, we're talking about fluency, rhythm, and the small things that make native speakers sound, well, native. We'll cover connected speech, intonation, filler words, and cultural nuances in communication. If you've ever wondered why you sound too formal or too robotic when you speak English, then this episode is for you. Fluency isn't just about speaking quickly. It's about speaking smoothly and naturally. Native speakers don't pronounce every word separately. Instead, native speakers connect words together, change sounds, and use natural rhythms in speech. Let me break this down into three key elements. Connected speech, how words flow together. Intonation, the way that language can sound like music. Filler words and pauses, how natural speech just isn't perfect. One of the biggest giveaways of a non-native speaker is pronouncing each word separately. So in English, we blend sounds together. Here are a few examples. What are you doing? This should sound like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Going to often becomes gonna. I'm gonna call you later. Did you? Yeah, this quite often changes to did ya. Did you see that movie? Did ya? Did you see that movie? Try saying these phrases quickly and naturally. You'll notice that reducing small words makes your speech flow much more like native speakers. Another key to fluency is intonation, the rise and fall of your voice. English speakers don't speak in a flat tone. They use intonation to express emotions and meaning. Listen to these two sentences. You're coming to the party. That flat tone, it sounds bored or uninterested. Now listen to this one. You're coming to the party? Yeah, that rising tone sounds excited or surprised. Practice using different intonations to sound more natural. Try saying really in different ways. As a question, really? As sarcasm, really? Or with excitement, really? Native speakers don't speak in perfect sentences. Native speakers pause, use filler words, and sometimes we even correct ourselves. Sometimes. Here are some common fillers. We use this for thinking pauses. You know, like for casual speech. I mean, actually, for clarifying thoughts. Using these naturally can make your speech sound much more relaxed and native-like. But be careful. Too many can make you sound unsure. Finally, language is more than just words, it's culture. Here are some key cultural aspects of fluency. Direct versus indirect speech. In some cultures, direct speech can sound rude, but in English, Being too indirect might seem confusing. Small talk. In English-speaking cultures, casual conversations are important for building relationships. Sarcasm and humor. These are really tricky, but sorry, they're common in English. Pay attention to how tone and context change meaning. Okay, before we wrap up, I have a challenge for you. Find a short clip of a native English speaker, maybe from a movie, TV show, or me. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as they say it, or hey, I say it. Copy the rhythm, intonation, and even the pauses. This shadowing technique, which I coincidentally talked about in a previous episode, is one of the best ways to train your fluency. Also, hey guys, check out our shadowing technique video. That's it for today. We talked about connected speech, intonation, fillers, and cultural nuances. If you practice these, you'll start to sound much more natural in English. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to Advanced Ears and MK's English, and share it with your friends. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, keep speaking. See you next time!